Hey everybody, today is October 5th, 2022, and look at this. We got Pluto right over here. People are getting their photo taken with Pluto. We're here in Epcot at the World Showcase. Actually, just got done walking all the way around the 1 mile loop, all the way around the World Showcase. Got some things for Sean. I got some Yoshis. You got some Japanese stuff. Look at those cool Chinese necklaces. Look at that. I can finally tell them apart. I can go like, hey, you, Caleb, and this guy, oh, Josh, look at that. I literally said they should wear this every single day so everybody can tell them apart. It's the point now where I can tell them apart. It took a while, it took a couple of years, but I finally got it down. But now it's easier than ever. No, don't hide your necklace. It's gonna confuse people. We need to know who is who. So, like I said, we're here today at Epcot Center, just walking at. Oh, I said Epcot Center. I'm still used to, I still call it to this day Epcot Center. For some reason, I don't still say MGM. A lot of people still say MGM, and a lot of people still say Epcot. I don't say MGM. I always call it DHS, but I still call Epcot Center for some reason. I don't know why I still do that. I have no idea. What do you call it? Do you call it Epcot Center? Do you call it DHS, MGM? Leave comments down below. I know a lot of my friends still call it MGM. Look at these barges. These things are hideous. Nobody likes these things. Rumor has it they might be getting rid of these. It's a rumor that's been going around. My money is on they're not going to. What is your money on? Do you think the rumors are true that the actual barges will be taken away?
I believe so.
You think so?
Yeah.
They literally spent like hundreds of millions of dollars on these things. It was millions and millions and millions of dollars to build those.
Between this and the NBA experience, they spent too much money.
That they're going back in with kid-friendly games that the cast members like.
What at the NBA experience?
Yeah.
What was there before?
Disney Quest.
Yeah, it's almost like there was something there with a bunch of games in it before called Disney Quest. That was interesting. Oh, we can get closer to the barges. So nobody likes these barges. They built these things to do a whole new nighttime show out here on the lagoon. Originally, the barges were supposed to be movable. There's an area that it's a bridge that goes up, and you can bring barges in and out of this area back there. But apparently, the barges were just, from what I heard, just way too big and way too heavy, and they actually decided not to do that. They did build a whole entire place to park them back there. I don't know if that place has been filled in or if it's still there. I don't know. I have to see an aerial map, but they were actually building behind all the different countries. What's the word I was thinking of?
Showcase.
All the different countries. Pavilions. It's the word I was looking for. Behind all the different pavilions back there was a big spot where they could actually park the barges in more water. I don't know if that's still there or if they filled that in or what. I have no idea. But that was the original plan. These barges were not supposed to be here, sitting on the lagoon, looking ugly and hideous, and having nobody like these things. And now now the rumor is they're possibly maybe getting rid of them. I don't know. I have a hard time believing it just for the fact that they spent so much money building these things. They were supposed to also, throughout the day, they were actually supposed to have like water shooting off them. They had these little pictures that used to be up while they were building them all around the lagoon of what this is going to look like. And there were these pictures of the barges being just cascaded with water. You couldn't even tell they were there. They looked like giant fountains out in the lagoon. Oh, I've seen them with the fountains on. It looks like somebody just took a bunch of fire hoses and stuck them onto the barges. It's bad. It looked really bad. I've only ever seen them on once. I have never seen them on again because I think they know it just looks like garbage. It didn't work. They don't look like fountains. It looks like a bunch of fire hoses glued to a barge and then turned on. So anyway, rumor has it they might be going away. My money's on probably not, just because they spent $1 bajillion building the things. I can't imagine they'd go, whatever, we spent all this money, tear them down. It wouldn't be the first time Disney's done something like that, though. Like, what about Rivers of Light? Yeah. Apparently that was very expensive. Rivers of Light was a show they actually had over in the Animal Kingdom. Very expensive, had these, they were barges. Yeah. They were smaller barges, though, but they shot fire out of them, and they lit up, and there were these flowers that opened up. It was really cool. It was actually a pretty awesome show. But supposedly the barges never really worked all that well. The animatronics apparently kept breaking, and the show just kept being plagued with problems and just didn't work. So they eventually got rid of that show. And last time I talked to Dre, who used to work over at the Animal Kingdom, he's been back where they have all that stuff stored. Yeah. He says they're just stored in like a big pile and they're just picking pieces off it like to use for other projects as needed. So apparently they're still sitting back there behind Animal Kingdom and in just pieces. So I guess it wouldn't be the first time Disney spent $1 bajillion on something, used it for a little while and then went, no, all right, this isn't working, and then just scrapped the whole thing. I don't know. I kind of hope they do get rid of the barges though, because it ruins the sight line. It's really awesome. And when you walk around the World Showcase, you just have this great view across the lagoon. When the sun goes down, you get some of the most beautiful sunsets right over here. Some of the most beautiful sunsets in all of Florida happen right over top of the World Showcase lagoon. But there's barges there with a giant Stargate out there. I just heard today for the first time people talking about the rumor, and they call it the Stargate, which I call it too. The big circle, it does look like a giant Stargate, but they were also calling them the taco barges. I never thought of that. The other barges do indeed look like tacos. So it's a bunch of tacos and a Stargate. We should just call it the donut and the tacos. That's what I'm gonna start calling it now. Just gonna do all food references. I mean, they're hideous. So anyway, I do hope they get rid of them. It would help with the sight line. It would make for some great photos once again. It would make for some amazing sunsets. We'll see. Leave comments down below if you're familiar with Disney. Do you think they'll be getting rid of them, or do you think they will be keeping them? My money's on keeping them. Just they spent so much money on them to begin with. But they're not going to do the show anymore. What's the show called? Harmonious?
Harmonious.
The show right now, Harmonious, is the show going on that they actually built the barges for. They're getting rid of that. Nobody liked it. That's not what Disney will tell you, but in reality, nobody really cared all that much for Harmonious, and now they're getting rid of Harmonious. They're bringing back Epcot Forever, right? And that's what they're doing. They're bringing back Epcot Forever, which was actually a really good show. It's supposed to be this limited show in between the previous show and Harmonious, just to kind of like fill some time. Everybody liked Epcot Forever. Right. Epcot Forever was a pretty good show. I liked it too. It's really, really good. And then they got rid of that because they were supposed to. It was for a limited time thing. And they brought Harmonious in, and nobody liked Harmonious. So now they're getting rid of it, not because nobody likes it, but because whatever BS Disney wants to swing to try and make it look like they didn't make a mistake. So I have no idea. They're not going to use Harmonious anymore, and they're not going to need the barges for Harmonious. And I guess what's the point of having the barges? I have no idea. Again, leave your comments down below. Barges staying, barges going. Rumors true, rumors not true. I don't know. So anyway, we're heading over to the Imagination Pavilion, because up top of the Imagination Pavilion is the DVC Lounge, the Disney Vacation Club Lounge. We can get ourselves some free sodas. Last time they were handing out Cheez-Its. I don't like Cheez-Its. You guys like Cheez-Its. I'm not a fan of Cheez-Its. I'm not a big fan of those at all. But sometimes they hand out Oreo cookies. My money right now is on, I want the Oreo cookies. I'm hoping for Oreo cookies so bad right now, because I could go for a nice Coke. I know I shouldn't be drinking soda. I have been drinking more soda down here than I probably should, but I could go for a Coke and some Oreo cookies. Basically just sugar in liquid form, and sugar in solid form, and sugar in mushy cream form. That's what I want right now. I just want sugar on top of sugar with a little bit more sugar, and then maybe like pour some sugar on that as well. I just want sugar on top of sugar right now. That's what I could absolutely go for. So I'm really hoping for some Oreo cookies. If they don't have them, and they just have Cheez-Its again,
it could be.
I'll still get a Coke.
Lay's chips.
I mean, I'll take some regular potato chips. Do they usually have those?
They did like 3 trips ago.
I don't remember them to have regular potato chips. I'll take regular potato chips. That's fine. I'd still prefer Oreo cookies, but I'll take regular potato chips. So right over here, this is the Imagination Pavilion. They actually show Journey into Imagination, which is a whole ride through dark ride attraction, which features Figment. If you guys want to know, a lot of people ask, where does Figment come from? What is Figment? Who is Figment? Figment comes from the attraction right here. Oh, monorail. Figment comes from the attraction over here, Journey into Imagination with Figment. Used to be a whole different attraction just called Journey into Imagination. It was the Dream Finder, and it was Figment. They would tell you all about imagination. And then they got rid of that and shrunk it down and turned it into Journey into Imagination with Figment. And it also features Eric Idle, which is kind of weird now, and nobody really likes it that much. It have a fountain that doesn't go down. It goes up, backwards, futuristic fountain. But again, above there is where the DVC Lounge is. There used to be a rainbow corridor. There's a very famous picture, you guys can look it up, of Michael Jackson standing in the rainbow corridor. That used to be right up top there. Unfortunately, none of that stuff is there. I heard a rumor that the reason why they shut all that down is because it was unsafe. Supposedly, they were just getting too many people up there. And I heard, at least this is what I heard. I don't know if this is the actual truth or not, but I heard that apparently they couldn't, like the top floor couldn't handle the amount of people that were going up there, and that's why they had to shut it down. Now it's just a lounge, and not even the whole thing's open. It's just one small portion, probably the portion that's like secured enough and won't fall down. That's the section that the lounge is in now. I don't know, that's what I heard. I'm not sure if that's a true rumor or not. It's kind of a shame though. Really wish they'd bring back the rainbow corridor and all that fun stuff.
That's kind of the rumor with Horizons. It was built on like a cascade.
It was a sinkhole, right?
Sinkhole, yeah.
Yeah, Horizons, which was another giant building they used to have here. They tore the whole thing down because that was actually built on top of a sinkhole. That, I believe, is a true, not a rumor, a true story. Yeah, Horizons was a really cool building, but again, they tore it all down because built on a sinkhole, and obviously that's not good. I want to show you guys one last thing before we actually head into the lounge. I'm not going to bring you guys up there because I'm not entirely sure if we can get up to the lounge immediately or if we'll have to get a callback time or not. Sometimes if there's a lot of people up there, they give you they take your number down and they text you when you can go in. So that might happen today, it might not. Again, Imagination Pavilion. It's awesome inside there. I love even though the Journey into Imagination attraction isn't as good as it used to be, I hope they bring back Dream Finder someday. It's still a fun attraction. But look at these. Look at these fountains. Look at these. This is where I get wet. I'm waiting for this thing to hit me. Oh man. Any second now, we should get water streaming right over top of my head. Is it gonna come? When's it gonna? Oh, there it goes. Whoa! The water shoots right over top of us. These are really cool fountains. I don't want to get the camera all wet, so all right guys, that's gonna do it. Just wanted to bring you guys up here quick, let you know what's going on here, let you know that today we're in Epcot, having fun, having a blast. A little warm out today. Hopefully we can cool off with some free sodas, and I'm hoping, you're gonna jinx it, I'm hoping for some free Oreo cookies as well. That is my hope. I could definitely go for some delicious chocolate Oreo cookies right up there at the DVC Lounge, a Disney Vacation Club Lounge. Over there's Spaceship Earth, look at that. Fantastic attraction as well. So, all right guys, with that, we're gonna go. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself What's With Day-to-Day t-shirts, proceeds both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon. Do go to help putting gas in Vanabelle so we can come out to fun, interesting places. And check down below for links to
Just the Movie Collector, A Day with Caleb.
Just in case you guys don't know who's who. There you go. All right, I'll see you guys next video. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm going to get some free soda and some Oreos, not some Cheez-Its. Don't jinx me. All right, I'll see you guys next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.